Alright, so Regen 2019 tournament recap. I just want to put a small disclaimer before this video saying I've never done content like this before. I really want to start making content like this. Probably not going to be perfect, like right at the beginning, but hopefully I'll get there. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so day one I arrived at the venue like 30 minutes before my wave. I missed around in training mode for a bit. I honestly should have warmed it better. Like, it showed in my play that I hadn't warmed it properly. I'm not satisfied with how I played at all, so yeah. It's kinda iffy. My first match was up against Cloaked, who's a Meta Knight player. He was the second seeded player in my pool. I lost game 1 with Richter and ended up going Wario for the rest of the set, and it worked out. But I was not playing on point. And I kind of hate that I had to like switch to Wario, because a lot of players are saying like, "Oh, is Whoophee even playing Richter anymore? All I see him play is Wario." Like, if I meet a character I want to go Wario against, or I feel like I have to use Wario, I'm gonna go Wario. That's just how it is. And it's kind of unfortunate that that was my one match on the stream, because I ended up 2-0ing the rest of my pool with Richter only. There was a lot of different characters. There was like a Ganon, a Peach, a Pokemon Trainer, a Joker. I think there was like a Young Link as well. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I beat Cloak 2-1, the rest of my pool 2-0. So I came out of my pool with the first seed. Round 1, I met the Little B. He's a Whoophee trainer. I ended up 2-0ing him with Richter. Game 1 was pretty close. It was like last hit. I like got the first stock, and then he like did a deep breathing, and Whoophee was way faster than I knew Whoophee could be. So he just like ran off and forward. I'm like, oh shit, I did not expect that. And but like the second match was fine. He ended up getting ledge trapped. I kind of figured out how to deal with Whoophee using her projectiles from the ledge. So he just kind of got ledge trapped the whole match on the left side of the battlefield. And he took a stock match, but still was pretty dominant. After that, I met Crispy. He's a Meta Knight main, another one. Unfortunately, I got upset. I lost 1-2. I went Wario from the start. I kind of threw game 1. I think I got like... I tried to edge guard him, and I got hit by his side B and under the stage, and I like buffered on air dodge, and then he just like, oh yeah, I got a buffered roll into his forward smash, and I just died. Like, I don't know, I don't think it was that high percent. After that, I think I won game 2 pretty solidly, and here's where the crowd comes in. The UK crowd is wild, man. They're so loud. Before we played, Demon B almost beat Mr. R, and the crowd was super loud and super hinted. So yeah, it's kind of... I got kind of stressed out by the crowd. They were super loud. I should have used a headset. I had the opportunity to. I had a headset with me. But I was like, it's fine. And then the game was like super close. The crowd was super loud, like cheering and stuff. I don't even know what they were saying. I'm pretty sure like he downed me off of my bike at like super high percent at almost the end, and like the commentators were like screaming, "Oh, it's over, it's over, it's done, he won!" And then I got this like recovery with my waft, the full waft. I think it like just charged just in time for me to get that recovery. So that was pretty good presence of mind. I mean, it's not like I had another option, but at least I tried to do it, and I got back up, and then we fight a little more, and he got like a super low backer on me, and that ended up taking the stock, so I got upset in round 2, yeah. Okay, so after I got upset by Crispy, I went into losers round 2. That was my last matchup today. I ended up facing Sonic. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's pronounced Sonic. It's like Sonic with an H in between the S and the O. I ended up 2-0ing him. Game 1 was fairly close, and then I adapted towards the end of like game 2. It was a fairly solid win, and then yeah, I advanced to top 32. Right, so day 2, I arrived 1 hour early. I really wanted to get some warm-up matches in because not warming up day 1 was honestly such a big mistake. I could have probably made top 32 winners if I, you know, actually warmed up properly instead of messing around in training mode for like 20 minutes, if even that. So I got some warm-up matches in against Aperture, who's an Inkling from the UK. An Inkling is one of those characters you really need to be on point when you fight. So it's a good character for warm-up against, in my opinion at least. So after a bit of warm-up matches, I had to play Megamark when the top 32 started. He's a Pichu. He beat Lucretio in Losers, which was an upset, I'm pretty sure. And if you know me, you know I really dislike the Pichu matchup. I hate that matchup, especially with Richter, but of course I'm gonna go Wario. But I ended up doing really well. I ended up winning 3-0. I killed him at like early percents with like 4 tilt and waft and stuff like that, which is what you want to do, but I also like survived pretty long, which is really good against Pichu. Game 1 he like tried to edgeguard me with Thunder and he ended up playing himself. Game 3 I ended up getting Downer, Waft, like the full Waft, not mid Waft, which is a true combo on Pichu and only Pichu. And I killed him at something like ridiculous, like 20% at the middle of the stage. He just flew Austrian and died. After that I had to play Eterius, which is a Palutena from the UK. I'm pretty sure he lost to Curry Governor in winners. I go Wario in that matchup. I'm really comfortable in the matchup because it's my most played matchup, or well, probably my second most played matchup, while my most played matchup is Richter Palutena, so yeah, I'm pretty comfortable against Palutena. So the reason I go Wario in a matchup, despite having played Richter Palutena more, is because I feel Wario Palutena is more reliable than Richter Palutena is. Like, I think Richter Palutena is like around even, maybe a little bit polyfavored, but I'm really comfortable in the matchup. And there's not going to be a Palutena that has like more matchup experience than I do in the matchup. But with Richter, it's really easy to like get thrown off stage and get near and then you're dead. So Wario is way more reliable. I ended up trioing him pretty comfortably. I got like 8 2-frames or something, like something disgusting. It's honestly insane. With like 4 tilt on his up B, and he just like died every time. It's, yeah. After that I had to play SCR7, use a Palutena, which is really good because I just played Eterius, so I'm already warmed up against the character. Game 1 was pretty close. It ended with me vacuuming his shield on the left side of the stage and reacting to his roll in with an up smash. I'm not sure if he like actually wanted to roll, or if he wanted to do a forwarder and just misinputted, but regardless, I reacted to the roll and up smashed him, and I took the game. And after that, it just kind of snowballed. He got kind of steamrolled, which is kind of sad. I could tell he wasn't really comfortable playing Wario. He didn't really know how to deal with Wario in neutral. He didn't know how to edgeguard him. He didn't know like what to do in disadvantage. So I just kept pushing on and like just testing him and adapted, and he couldn't adapt back. So I ended up trioing him pretty comfortably. Yeah. After that, I had to play Streaks, who's a pretty good wolf from the UK. I ended up 3-0, no, not 3-0ing, 3-1ing him, sorry. Game 1 was pretty much a massacre. We got 3-stocked in under like 1.5 minutes. Just honestly pretty ridiculous. We got 2-framed at low percent twice and just like died. And I was at like under 50% when the match was over. And yeah. So that match was over pretty quick. After that, he adapted really well though. He took game 2 pretty solidly, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure like I almost brought it back, but I just couldn't clutch it out and he backered me after I was in ledge. Game 3, I had it like a pretty comfortable lead, and then I threw it pretty hard. I like whiffed waft, it died early. I'm pretty sure I got 2-frame down smashed, which is insane. It killed me at like 80. I'm like, oof! But I ended up like Oh yeah, I ended up whiffing another waft. And then I got a neutral backer and 2 from him, which took the game. And game 4 was pretty close, but he ended up SDing on the last stock, which is, it's a shame, but that's life. He like side beat off the stage, and I asked him afterwards what he actually wanted to do, and he wanted to blast her, but he ended up side beating and killing himself. But I'll take that W. After that, we got a top 8. I had to face Shido, who is a French Mario. I ended up trioing him pretty solidly. Like, I'm pretty sure I got like destroyed stock 1 in game 1, and then I just ledge trapped him and outspaced him for the rest of the game. And then I outspaced him for like the entirety of game 2. And in game 3 he was like a little bit more scary. He started adapting pretty well. He got 2 edge guards on me, like fairly low percent. I ended up stealing game 3 with like down air up B in the blast zone. I killed him at like 40. It was disgusting. Oh. After 3-0ing Shido, I had to face Peli. He's probably like one of the best DDDs in the world. And honestly, I was kind of nervous because like, even though Richter does well against DDD, I haven't faced a DDD as strong as Peli. And if I lost to Peli's DDD, it would be like, oh, your Richter sucks, you lost against a heavy. But luckily, I trioed him. Game 1, I was super lucky. He like Gordo'd me in the blast zone, and the Gordo ended up sending me in for some like ungodly reason. The game really wanted me to win. And then I ended up taking the game with like holy water, and he fast fell or something, or air dodged, and he just couldn't get it back. Game 2, I played pretty solidly. I managed to like adapt pretty well, and won. Game 3, he decided to try out Sonic, which honestly kind of worked out, but he SD'd at like 9%, so he basically played with 2 stocks, which is kind of shit. So we ended up losing that one as well. After that, I had to face Ice Studying. I'm not really that comfortable in the Greninja matchup, but I think I did pretty well regardless. I did end up losing 1-3, which I mean, I'm not satisfied with it, but I'm at least happy I took a game. I ended up winning game 1 with like a downer edge cut, I'm pretty sure. He ended up winning game 2. I think it was pretty close, but regardless, I ended up losing that game. So game 3, I ended up getting actually destroyed. I think he like 0-to-deaded me, or almost 0-to-deaded me at the start. Kinda demotivating. I ended up at least bringing him to his last stock, which is at least something. But after that, I was like considering going Richter. I was like, should I try going Richter? Maybe he doesn't know the matchup. But I ended up sticking with Wario, and I'm honestly happy I did. Because game 3 ended up going to like, I mean game 4, excuse me, ended up going to pretty much last hit. Obviously, I wish I won and I had a game 5, but it is what it is. I ended up like trying to shield grab his forwarder, even though I distinctively told myself earlier in the set, stop grabbing his forwarder. But I still tried, and it ended up costing me the game. I could have done like short hop waft to kill him or something, but regardless, I failed to adapt even though I knew what I had to do. Which is kind of a shame, but at least I'm happy I could keep it close. So like, the tournament overall, am I happy with my results? Yes, I am. But I'm not satisfied with it. Obviously, I want to win. I'm just happy I managed to like place what I was seeded to place. Which is, it's something. I'm also really happy I got to play like Ice Studying, Greninja, and Pichu. Because like, convinces me that picking up Wario for these characters was the right choice. And honestly, there's so much I realized I could work on. for Wario, so expect to see my Wario improve a lot in the future. I also think picking up Wario is really good for improving my Richter, because if you only play one character, it's really easy to like get a clouded vision of what you can improve and what you can't improve. Like for me, it's really easy to say, oh, my disadvantage isn't bad, it's Richter's disadvantage, but in reality it's my disadvantage, and playing Wario helps me realize that, which I'm really happy about, because now I know what to work on. But yeah, overall, Regen was a pretty nice event. I'll definitely try to come back to next year. So yeah, peace!